All right, here we go. So we are live with session 100,
Woo!
Ooh,
Happy Halloween.
which I'm sure will go well since you're in Barovia and trying to get out.
Be
Anita is
fine.
eating something
Not yet.
or unwrapping something.
I was unwrapping one of our mini tuxes because we've had one kid show up here tonight, which is one more than we usually get. Um, yeah, I'm eating Halloween candy because it's
Nice.
Halloween.
It's Halloween, exactly.
I mean, it doesn't feel like Halloween. It feels like fucking August. But
Yeah, here too. I think it's like low 20s here.
that's
Yeah, it
the
was the
really
same
spooky
here.
part is Halloween.
Funny thing is, when I go to work in the morning at like 7-ish, it's cool enough to need a jacket. But by like morning break or lunchtime, it's like, ooh.
Yeah. All right. So in Barovia, you guys have nosed around a little bit. You have some information as to what you need to do to lift this curse, and until the curse is lifted, you will not be able to leave. An old Vistani woman gave you a card reading indicating some items that will be useful, as well as some information and a potential ally. It's just a matter of finding them and getting to them. You got sidetracked slightly by visiting the mayor's house, realizing that Desi is the spitting image of his missing daughter. Ryzen noticed that there was something weird with the townspeople at night. Like during the day, they didn't remember anything that happened at night. And during night, they were all very robotic and programmed in what they were doing. At the mayor's house, you found the mayor's body dead and decided maybe we should give this guy a proper burial. Hey, there's a church up the hill. We should go check that out. At the church, you heard some screaming, some crying, some praying, a voice saying something about being hungry. Please, Father, help me. I'm so hungry. And as you've moved into the church, you found an old priest, just kind of like kneeling by a broken altar, kind of sobbing to himself, and a trap door to the basement. And there is something under there. You've seen thumps as the trapdoor, which is chained shut, has basically strained against its chains like something inside is trying to get out. Something that is apparently very, very hungry. And I believe that is where we left off.
Yep.
That can't be good. Trustees, do you think you can figure out what's under there?
Not without opening the door.
Yeah, probably shouldn't do that either.
You could ask the priest.
Maybe if he stopped crying.
He does not
Hello.
seem to have noticed you at all. Hello, welcome.
I'm late, but I'm here.
I assume you don't wish for me to speak to the priest. I'm surprised I could enter the building to begin with.
Yeah, it's true. I'll nudge Coldy.
I ain't going in there.
Not
I
through
don't
the
think we
trap
want
door.
me
The,
walking.
the priest is right there in front of the altar.
Well, I could call you all yell. Well, I could use a bite. Anybody else hungry?
The voice from the trapdoor says, "Yes, come to me, feed me."
What do you like? Like a canned peaches? I got. I got some jerky, some hardtack, a little marmalade.
You have marmalade?
Oh, I got everything, and it can be yours for the low cost of.
Priest, can you hear us?
The kind of like low praying kind of continues. He's like kneeling there, kind of rocking back and forth. Every once in a while, he's like, "Give me back my son," and kind of like, shakes his fist at the sky and then goes back to praying.
Does it sound like a young person in the trapdoor?
Hmm. Hard to say. Maybe if you got closer, you could hear better.
I don't think I want to do that. I'm we.
Well, not the most useful priest I've met.
Yeah, but he's a priest, and he probably knows what he's doing. Maybe we should mosey along.
Nothing. He's doing nothing.
Pretty sure we've killed all the other priests we've met.
I mean, to be fair, all the other priests we've met were disciples of a nasty demon that we're trying to get rid of. So, yeah.
Well,
Chris, about what time of day is it?
I mean, you guys got up, had breakfast, went to the mayor's house, and have come here. So it's like,
Oh, good.
it's technically morning, though you wouldn't know it from looking outside.
less good.
It's one of those days
Pardon?
where it's like it's definitely morning, but you can't see the sun.
I kind of hate it here.
Yeah. Well, at least you don't look like anybody.
That we know of.
No, we know of. That's true.
It does seem
Okay.
safer than where we came from. But Chestius will move over to the door, keeping a decent, well outside of arm's reach. Kind of squat down on his heels and see what he can see inside.
It is dark.
All right, I'll do it because I can see in the dark.
Sure. What are we doing?
Caldy's
Trying
not
to
getting
get a
eaten.
peek of what's in the basement.
Oh, okay.
So, Caldy, you move over to the trapdoor, you kind of get a look, and you can see there is definitely, like, as the trapdoor kind of like slams up against the chains, kind of like the basement trapdoor in Evil Dead. And as it kind of thumps up, you catch a glimpse of something. There, whatever it is, it definitely looks humanoid. But
Can
as
I
you
make an insight check?
sure.
Or a lore check,
Right.
whichever matters.
Sorry, is he opening the door or is he trying to quickly look in every time the door
I'm
like
just
jumps?
peeking.
Peeking, okay.
I ain't opening shit in this town. And I ain't pushing either.
No
I'm
idea.
keeping all my wits.
But as you and Trusty's are over there by the trapdoor, and you're trying to get a glimpse every time it thumps open, and this voice is like, "Come closer, closer, feed me." And the priest kind of looks over and says like, You can save him. And he kind of like gets to his feet, kind of like brushes his hands off on his robe. He looks like he hasn't slept in months. He's got like bags under his eyes that are like, you know, drooping down to his cheeks, sort of thing. He looks like he's probably hasn't eaten more than the bare minimum to stay alive and just as long. He's like emaciated. He's so thin. It's like, adventurers, save him, save my son.
What's wrong with it?
He fell in with the evil wizard.
Wizards.
They're the worst.
Totally.
That has been my experience.
The wizard thought he could slay the devil. Took able-bodied men from the village with him up to the castle.
Wait, the evil wizard thought he could slay the what?
The devil.
Oh, okay.
My son went
The
with him.
devil's a wizard.
No, the devil Strahd.
What makes this wizard evil?
Have you met a good one?
Meh.
Can't say I have.
Good point.
Guys.
The wizard took 20 young men with him up to the castle. The only one that came back was my son.
Mostly.
But you can save him. I've been praying for weeks. And finally, my prayers have been answered.
Have you been feeding them?
No. I can't bring myself to do that.
Why not? He's your son.
What's he hungry for?
Yeah, that's another good question.
He was changed by the devil.
To what?
Yeah, changed how? Into what?
He feeds the way the devil does, off the blood of the living.
Oh, yeah, definitely not feeding him. Sorry. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll hard pass on that one.
Oh?
What, he's not having my blood?
No. And Desi will nod toward Trustius. Oh, what?
I perhaps can help him.
There we go.
My prayers have been answered. Adventurers have come to save my son.
And what's your name, father?
Donovich.
Does your son know what happened to him?
I do not know.
Does he know what he is now?
I believe he is acting on instinct.
It is possible that I can calm his instincts somewhat, but it would take some time. And it is dangerous magic.
If you can help him.
Norm. Galdi, do you think that you can convince him to stay put and calm? Promise him that we'll feed him after the ritual's complete.
I can give it a shot.
Tell him that my ritual will help him with his hunger.
All right. Well, I'll give that a shot then. I kind of go speak in, calming, soothing cadence, saying that we have what you need. We will feed you. First, we have to perform a sacred rite for our religion, and then we will eat with you. We'll need you to be quiet and calm while we exercise our solemn ritual. And I will use all the manipulation I can possibly muster into this.
Alrighty. You can definitely give me a manipulation roll at a +1 actually, because you're offering him something he wants.
Is my slash mouth healed now?
It would be by now, yeah.
There's nice. I can take that.
Two successes is not enough, actually. You can push it if you like.
Well, let's see. What's the odds? I get 7 dice. What's the odds of me with a +1 actually pulling this off?
You need to get one more success.
Fairly good, actually,
In theory, yeah.
because you keep your successes, right?
I was
So
today
5
years
dice,
old
you
when
get
I
one
learned you
six.
keep
Yeah,
successes.
there you go.
Yeah, and I don't care about my empathy right now. I don't need empathy in this part of the world. It
Glad you
doesn't
get
seem to be a
whiplash.
valuable commodity from what I've seen.
That should be empathy damage, not wits damage.
Nope.
Right, there we go.
Oh,
I just learned something. Sorry.
I
sorry.
rolled insight instead of manipulation. How did that work?
It's because I had your target's token selected, apparently, when I rolled my insight.
Oh, because my empathy is 7 dice. So
Yeah. But yeah, so he does come down. He's like, yes, I'm so hungry. So hungry. But the thumping stops.
Well, I'll need some space and a volunteer.
what now?
I'll need something to strengthen my magic.
So we got to find
Strength
your
of will.
forest.
Ah, I can help a little, but not much.
What do you need? Like willpower?
Yeah.
I've got lots of
Oh.
willpower.
I was going to say, I got lots of willpower.
I got a full rack.
So do I.
Well, you don't use magic, so let's use yours.
What a pal. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Give us some space.
Buy me dinner first, though. No, I'm kidding. I don't care about dinner.
You're the one who cooks dinner.
Damn it.
If I remember correctly, I was the one to teach you.
The cook? Man, quite possible.
Yeah, Tristy started with cooking as one of his original talents.
Ooh, nice.
All right, so I will cast Transfer on Ryzen. We'll clear everybody out to the other side of the room, including the priest. Everyone go east. So, Chris, my thought here is that if he doesn't know he's dead, then Ray's dead should work on him for me to take control.
Alrighty.
Assuming he's undead.
Oh boy.
But it's yeah, right. I know, but it's episode 100. Let's do something dumb. But it says in the spell to see the GM's guide, which I don't have access to, so I don't know what this does.
I'm just picturing the number of horrible ways this could go wrong.
Well, let's make sure he doesn't blow up transferring willpower first.
Right.
Or blow me up.
Transfer is relatively safe. Not
Now
completely, by any stretch.
Nothing is completely safe in this world when it comes to magic, other than not using it.
It's this place is more dangerous than it is a rank 3 spell. So
This place is more dangerous?
yeah. Chris is rolling extra dice when I'm using necromancy. So
Oh, jeez.
oh.
Oh, good news.
Good or bad?
And the good news is transfer is not a necromancy spell.
Oh, that's a blood one. Well, yeah, okay. Demonology's better.
I haven't learned anything about magic yet, so I don't know if this is good or bad for me.
Well, narratively, it's very uncomfortable as I kind of suck your soul out of it and your will to live
Right.
out of you.
Oh, you're kind of like that chick from Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, man. Ugh.
Ooh, spoilers. Haven't seen it yet.
Oh, sorry.
Transfer.
That's all.
Yeah, transfer is actually general magic.
Really?
Yep. Even Cody can do it. But yes,
Can I give him like a +1 helping him?
sadly, no. Magic is not a skill. But yes, trust this. So you tap into the magic. It does flow a little bit easier, but not to the point where you get overwhelmed or lose control.
Perfect. And I will take 5 willpower.
Okay. Right. You tap that halfling.
Okay. Me and my little batteries walking around. It's great. And then I will begin raised hit ritual. In the middle of a church. In Ravenloft.
What could possibly go wrong?
This is the safest thing we're going to do all. Who knows? But
Okay. So I have the grimoire for this, which makes it, I can safe cast it, but I'm putting willpower into it anyway. Because if you're going to take over a vampire, you might as well keep it.
And we're all keeping distance, I take it.
I would expect so. Is there anything that he owns around here? We'll ask the priest. They used to own.
Yeah, the priest will bring you like a pair of shoes.
Why not? And this is dumb, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Victorian handbook.
Are we interrupted in the quarter day?
No, you're not.
Oh, it didn't mishap somehow
Well,
with my dice.
my extra die did not screw you over either. So yeah, so during the quarter day, you guys can feel like the power building, and there's like this kind of nervousness because like every once in a while you feel like you feel like you're being watched. Trustius, you know you're being watched.
Good.
But as your spell takes hold, and you can feel you excise your control over this creature, that feeling of being watched disappears.
Sorry, did we all feel like we were being watched?
You guys all felt like you were being watched. Trustius knows he was being watched.
Gotcha.
But yes, Trustius, you can feel your control over the creature snap into place.
Can you understand me?
I'm hungry. I need food.
I understand this. I will feed you soon. I'm going to open the door. You are ordered not to harm anyone. Do not attack anyone. Do not attempt to feed from anyone. Do you understand?
Yes, yes.
We'll need a key for this door.
The priest will bring over the key for the padlock.
I will unlock the door.
Excuse me.
Oh, lovely.
And he does look slightly elven.
That even possible from where we came from?
And the priest is kind of looks at him, kind of like takes a step or two back. Dorfu, is that you?
You can answer it.
Yes.
I need you to put this on. And I will put the lure that Lady Mortillo gave us. That in theory means that no one can break control of this thing from me.
Yep. So yeah, so you kind of hook that fishing lure onto him.
Yes.
Give me a might roll.
Might. Okay. Wow.
So yeah, you go to put that lure on him, and you have to force your hand to bring that lure close to him, and at the last minute you can't push through the extra inch or two.
Interesting.
Was that like a leash or something?
It's an item. Some necromancer that we found in the Black Coach gave me. Izzy, can you see if you can put this on him?
On him?
That's just to fix it to his clothing.
Okay. Sure. So I'll come over. Take the lure. So just anywhere?
That's my understanding, isn't it, Chris? That he just has to be
Yes. Yeah, it has to be hooked onto him.
Can you tell him to stand very still?
certainly not stand still. Let her put the lure on you. This is in your best interest, I assure you.
Desi, you can give me a might roll.
Might. Wow. Okay.
So yeah, so you push, and again, you feel that resistance as you start to get closer with that lure, and it takes like basically like one hand on top of the other, like pushing with all of your strength, but you do manage to get it latched onto him.
Sorry, what's stopping her? Is it like an invisible force? Like she's like trying, kind of like going against a wind kind of thing?
Kind of, yeah.
Why was that hard? And she'll look at Trustius.
Best guess, his master does not wish to give me control of him. Irregardless, the priest says your son is less of a threat to the general populace in the state.
Thank you. I don't know. I don't know what you did, but I can feel. Feels like a weight has been lifted from him.
It should last for some time. The question is, what should we do with him now?
Can you cure him? Can you remove the taint of the devil from him?
Not without killing him.
I see.
But I can perhaps use him to help us kill the devil.
We're recruiting everybody for this? Okay.
That's what wizards do.
Kill devils?
Get others to do
Recruit
the dirty work
everybody.
for them.
Oh no, he does plenty of dirty work. I mean, it's not quite as dirty as what I do, but that's okay. I wouldn't want to do what he does. I'm not that fond of being lit on fire.
You are his father. His fate is in your hands.
Perhaps the silver dragon can assist.
Silver dragon?
They're
The hell's a silver dragon?
a group of knights, sworn enemies of the devil. They, like my son, have been touched by great evil and overcome it.
And where would we find these dragons?
Their headquarters are just west of Valakay.
Where's Valakay? We have a map. Where's our map?
You do have a map.
Show me Valakay on this thing.
Yes, we have an overpriced map.
Yeah, that's what happens when we go shopping without our bargain expert. Valakay.
I feel so needed.
Valakay.
Designated shopper.
Oh, there's Valakay. Holy shit. Okay. That's a ways away.
It's on the route we're heading, though.
Yeah.
It's,
Is
Do
it
you know
though?
of any abbey on the mountain?
Because where the fuck are we?
The Abbey, the Abbey of Saint Markovia. I studied there when I was younger. It's to the west of Alakai. The walled city of Alakai is perhaps 5 days cross country.
We're
Longer.
supposed to be able to find help at this abbey.
Oh, perhaps. I know the knights avoid it.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Those terms are very relative. Perhaps the knights avoid the abbey because they, like my son, have been cursed by the devil himself.
But you think they can help us?
The knights, assuredly, the knights are the sworn enemy of the devil.
Okay.
Do not necessarily make them good, to use your terms. But it does make them allies.
Again, he is your son. His fate is up to you. If you'd like us to bring him to the dragons, then we can. Or we can leave him here. Or we can put him down.
If he can be saved, I would prefer that. If the knights are unable or unwilling to assist with that, then perhaps the monks at the abbey can, or perhaps it is best that he be put down. But I would like to at least try.
Very well. We will be joining us on this trip.
No. Should the knights be unwilling or unable to help, I would rather not know the outcome. I will prefer to think that my son has been saved and is living his life, regardless of what the outcome might be.
I'm
I
sorry,
will try
these
my
knights.
best.
I'm sorry, these knights reside at that abbey of Saint Markavia.
No, the Knights' headquarters is west of the walled city of Alakai.
Just okay, right, okay, okay.
Yes, Valakai is 4 or 5 days across the woodlands. Longer by road, but safer.
Where are you right now again?
Down in Barovia.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Most of the way
Luckily,
on this map.
these are quite a bit smaller than the ones we're used to.
Yes. Well, if you can save my son, I will be indebted to you.
Agreed. We should go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess the important question, as you guys set out, are you taking the faster road cross country or the safer road along the road?
I vote road personally.
Yeah, I'll second that.
As tempting as it is to say fuck it,
You know I love pathfinding, so I'm voting road.
Everybody else would die if we don't go through the road. So fine.
I mean, we got what, 5 feet off the road when we first got here.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That was bad.
All right.
Are we leaving now? Or are we going to sleep?
I mean, it is afternoon.
Do we want to sleep on the road, or do we want to hope that we can make it to the next town
We'll
in a
have to
day?
sleep on the road regardless.
Okay.
Yeah, by road, the next town is like a week away.
Holy
Oof.
shit. It'd be so fast if we didn't. We could just skirt around the north of that lake. Or pool. Or just swim upstream. Fine. No?
If you think that's best.
I think it'd be faster. Chris, is that encampment on the map?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Uh,
Everything you guys see on this map, with the exception of the bats, is on is on your map.
If we had animated bats, that would be so awesome.
that'd be creepy.
It would be.
Uh, shit, I wrote the guy's name down.
What, the priest?
Yeah, Donovich.
Donovich. Yeah.
That encampment, is that enough road that leads into it? Or is that like a death sentence and the encampment is more of a death field?
Oh, that is an encampment of the Vistani. Many of the Vistani serve the devil. Not all, but many.
So no real input on the road.
It is a path through the wilderness.
Not good at answering questions directly, are you?
Well, he hasn't eaten for a month. He hasn't eaten nor slept in a month. His brain is out.
Fine. Okay.
My faith has sustained me.
Might want to get some water.
I'll actually give him food and water.
Some
Okay.
oatmeal. Oatmeal's good if you haven't eaten in a few days.
I'll give him a dice of each, Chris.
Okay.
It's a fair trade for a kid.
Jesus. Good lord.
So yeah, he'll sip at the water and kind of nibble at the food. Enough for those of you who are trying to survival to know that like he knows what kind of state he's in, and he knows that if he overindulges, he's just gonna make himself sick. Like he does have some knowledge.
Well, I think we should cut through when we get there.
At the crossroad, Jimmy.
For that, yeah, crossroad.
That's by that
Through the
encampment?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are setting off along the road.
Down
Yeah, I guess so.
Witch's Road.
I was about to say.
Down, down.
Geeks, why yes we are. Why do you ask?
So the good news is, with the map and with the and on the road, you do not need someone to lead the way.
Yay.
You may still want somebody scouting.
I'll be
Mhm.
scouting. I've been saving my wits just for such an occasion.
Because I'm down 2 wits. I'm not all that witty to begin with.
I
No
didn't
wonder
say
you want.
anything.
Chris, just for the record, I will give the standard orders to the undead that he does whatever anybody tells him, unless it contradicts my orders, etc., etc.
All right.
Depending on the party, anyway. And I think if it works, the duration works normally, it should be a couple months to not have anymore.
The good news is, on the road, on the open road, you guys managed to cover about 12 miles. So, like, just the other side of the bridge, as evening starts to come upon you. And you do notice, like, I mean, it's dark all day. Like, you guys are like, we know we left town at, like, lunchtime. And it's still gloomy. And as evening gets closer and closer, the darkness starts to seep in, and it's oppressive. It's the sort of darkness that, like, you know, kind of like eats away at the edges of your lantern light or whatever. It's not quite normal darkness. But as evening approaches, do you guys want to push on? If you force march, you could get to the encampment.
Sleep or the encampment? What do you want me to do?
Oh, no. I don't know what the right answer is there. I'm not sure we
Maybe
want to
the-
walk into that encampment in the middle of the night.
I think we'd probably be better off showing up.
In the morning.
Yeah.
But if we camp, we'll have to camp on the road,
Yeah.
or certainly next to it.
Yeah. Kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't right now.
Who travels this road in the middle of the night in this neighborhood?
We don't know. We're not
Hey,
locals.
well, I bet we'll see them coming if we camp in the middle of the road.
Let's hope so.
Yep.
All right. So evening time. What's everybody doing?
I'm sleeping.
I guess it's time for me to make camp.
Okay.
And we don't want to stray too far away from the road. Try to find a spot.
Just set up your tent right in the middle of the road.
Yeah, kind of.
Just off the side, maybe.
We're still technically on the road, but yeah. Don't get run over.
What would Desi like to do?
It's still evening right now.
It's evening right now. Caldy's getting
As
ready.
far as I can tell. I'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
I'll help whoever's.
Okay. What would Ryzen like to do?
I would like to rest and learn Fearless 2.
Perfect. What would Trustius like to do?
Good choice.
I am going to spend some time with my new vampire. Basically try to determine what his capabilities are. But I'm also going to feed him, but not out of my neck, but out of a bowl.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's I give him health points or how that works, but
Yes.
so I will give him 2 strength and then essentially spend the quarter day doing inner peace.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So it sounds like Desi's the one on watch.
Sounds like. That's not good.
And Caldy, since you're trying to sleep without a camp, it's an endurance roll with your sleeping fur.
Oh, I thought Okatar was making a camp.
He's making the camp, but it's not made yet. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
piece of cake there, Caldy, just like home.
Yeah, better than home. Nice flat road.
All right.
We
There's
can grab some
cobblestone.
rocks.
So yeah, so Caldy kind of like snuggles down into his fur. Tresius is zoned out. Ryzen's just kind of like got his back up against a tree, just kind of like not sleeping but resting.
Mm-hmm.
Incidentally, resting does count for restoring your attribute points and does count for spending XP. It just doesn't get rid of sleepy. And Desi, kind of you're keeping keep an eye out. And you kind of hear, like, you're not super far from the bridge. And your finely tuned sense of hearing and or danger sense picks up the sound like a rhythmic thumping sound coming from the direction of the bridge. Like very, very faint.
Like someone walking across it? Or
Yeah, when you're thinking about it, yeah, like if somebody not just walking across, but like if somebody was walking with like walking with a walking stick or a walking staff, you know, that
okay.
kind of like thump from the wood, and then another thump, and then another thump as they walk.
I will kind of position myself between the bridge and the rest of our group. Like, not by much, because there's only so far we can go without straying off the road, but enough to kind of give everybody else an extra minute or two. If worst comes to worst.
And yeah, a few minutes later, you kind of see at the edge of your distance as Okatai's kind of like getting the fire going and stuff. You can see this like old woman kind of walking along the road with the staff. She's got like a a fairly big sack tossed over her shoulder. Just kind of walking along. I can't spot you. She's like, oh, evening, ma'am.
Hello? Kinda late to be wandering around. Isn't it?
Is it?
As far as I can tell, it's evening. It's been kind of weird and dim all day.
Oh, it is evening. That's true.
You're not going far, are you?
Oh no, I'm just going back home to meet my sisters.
Are you from the encampment down past the crossroads?
Oh no.
Oh. Damn.
No, a bit further than that. My sisters and I, we run the mill over there.
Over where?
Just before you get to the Wild City.
Oh, holy cow. Is that up by... I'm trying to remember what was on the map. There was a gate, and then a windmill.
Oh, yes, yes. There we go.
Holy cow. Are you gonna just walk through the night?
Oh, until I get tired. Find a place to lay down and catch up on my beauty sleep.
I take it this is a pretty common route for you.
Oh, yes, yes. Gotta make the rounds selling my pastries.
Nice. We've got a cook who doesn't usually make pastries. Every now and then he tries a turkey pie, chicken pie. It's okay. It's not that great, but it's filling and it's warm.
Yeah, what more could you ask for?
I mean, all right. Good luck. Stay safe.
Oh, thank you. Would you be interested in buying a pastry? I've got a couple left.
What kind are they?
Oh, I have apple and blueberry.
How much are they?
Oh, well. What do you have to trade?
I'm so glad Caldy's asleep.
I don't know. The little guy over there pays me.
Oh,
Just a second.
I'll give you 2 pastries for him.
That's the deal you're going to get all day.
That's a deal. That's a deal at half the price.
You can't take advantage of her like that.
Caldy wakes up. Where the hell am I? Sorry,
Depending
Caldy.
on the day, it's tempting. Trust me. No, I can't sell my employer pastries. That would be. Who would employ me then?
Well, how about that one? And she kind of pokes over at, Trustius.
I mean, he might pay me, but probably not.
I mean, these are really good pastries.
I don't doubt that. And Desi'll dig around in like her pouch. I've got some silver.
Oh, no. I'm afraid I couldn't.
Oh.
Oh, no. I'm not one of those.
Oh, okay.
Just don't sell my pastries for coin. That's crass.
Okay.
Tell you what, dearie. You seem like you're a little bit out of place here.
Just a bit. Is it that I asked if you were going to be safe walking down the road? Is that what gave it away?
You have kind of a shine to you. You haven't been beaten down yet. You haven't experienced what it's like living under the reign of the devil himself. Tell you what, and
Sure.
She reaches into her her like smaller pouch and she pulls out like a couple of like wrapped pastries. Here, a blueberry one and an apple one.
What would you like for them, though?
Oh no.
I can't just take your pastry and let you go wandering off into the woods.
Well, not in the woods.
On the road.
The woods are dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah. We found that out.
It's okay. It's on the house.
The first one's free.
Sure?
Yes.
What are you gonna eat overnight?
Oh, don't worry. I've got lunch. She kind of like hefts the big heavy sack that she's got on her back.
It's not moving, is it?
Why don't you give me a scouting roll?
Oh no!
Damn it.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, what's
It was the offering me pastries in exchange for Cully that made me kind of.
sorry, I missed something there?
Oh, it definitely moves of its own accord.
Sorry, what's moving?
Her sack.
the old lady's
Oh.
sack.
Oh, okay.
Um.
It's so great to be asleep.
Okutai's over there getting a fire ready. Treasure's is zoned out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck. Very casually, I rest my hand on Brieth's hilt.
Give me an insight roll.
Yep. My one lonely die.
Yep, you definitely still have a sword at your belt.
Yep, that's good. That's good. As long as it's still Brieth, it's fine. Thanks. And Desi will take the pastries. I'll just walk you past the. Okutai is running some ropes for a tent, and I don't want you to trip.
Oh, that's awfully considerate of you.
It's dim. Is it always like this?
Always.
I can see what you mean about me not seeming beat down. This weather would do it on its own.
So yeah, she'll hand you the pastries and continue on her
Thanks.
way.
I'll sniff them.
They smell like blueberry and apple. They're still warm.
Ooh. These smell really good. Good luck. Stay safe. If you run into trouble, I don't know what to tell you. I would tell you to run back to us, but who knows how far behind we're going to be.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. And she will...
Well, hopefully whatever critter you've got in your bag doesn't scratch you up.
Oh, no, it'll be fine. And she'll just continue on her way.
Oh, Desi the dumb. Yeah. Desi will kind of go back to sitting with between Ryzen and Okutai. Watch the bridge. Look back the other way. Watch the bridge. Look out toward the woods a bit. And just continue staying on watch.
Okay. Does she eat any of the pastries?
Not yet.
Okay.
Saving them.
Caldy would be in so much trouble right now.
They do in fact they do count as food.
Nice. Our little island of light in a very dark map.
One
The
muffin makes you
occasional bad.
Yeah. So yeah, so
makes you all and makes you small.
Caldy and Ryzen, you guys can both hit your rest buttons. You can spend XP if you so choose.
Hey,
Kind of what I'm worried about.
Nighttime comes. Everybody snaps out of their trances or finishes up their camp or wakes up or whatever.
I'm gonna stretch and tell people about the old lady and chuckle that she offered me money, or she offered me pastries in exchange for Culdy.
You turned her down?
I did, because he's my employer. And when I pointed that out, she said, well, maybe he'll pay you. I pointed toward Trustius. Like, I'm not even gonna get into... Nope, not getting into that. She gave me the pastries anyway, though. But she said she couldn't take coin for them, because that would be crass. And then she said that I had a glow, because I don't
Glow?
look beat down enough by the environment here.
Oh.
Because apparently this shit-tacular weather is normal. But apparently I'm still a bit too shiny for living under the constant oppression of a devil. I didn't bother mentioning where I'm from or what I do for a living, so just escorted her to through the ropes that he's got set up over there.
Funny, I don't know how long we've known each other now, but the word shiny is not one I would have ever thought to use for you, unless you were like polished armor or something.
I mean, sometimes I'm shiny. Most times I'm kind of dented. I'm shiny for about 20 minutes after we leave a blacksmith shop. And that's it. The shine doesn't last much past there. They smell good, though. She said she had something in her bag and it moved.
There was something in her bag?
She said she had lunch.
Okay.
Anyway, if we hear an old lady scream, we'll know why.
Yep.
Was her lunch a kid?
What?
I'm wondering if the bag was kid size.
I don't really know.
I'm just afraid of the worst of everyone here.
I mean, she offered me pastry in exchange for Culdy.
Even I'm shocked you didn't take that.
Like I told her, who's going to pay me? When I offered her silver, and at first she said no, she couldn't possibly, and I went, oh. And she corrected me that it wasn't because it was silver, it was because she doesn't take coin.
Oh.
So, but she works at her sister's own sawmill?
Did the pastry feel any way stabby?
I don't think so.
Last
And I'll
person who
kind of
offered us-
rummage. I'll rummage in my pack and pull out the pastries.
Last
Unwrap
people
them.
who offered us pastry, the pastry came alive and stabbed us.
I want to use sense
Oh.
magic on the pastries, if that's okay.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
They smell like apple and blueberry, which is what she said they were, so. No. I don't think the pastries were alive. She said these were her last two. Because apparently she was on her way back from selling them somewhere. I mean, maybe she supplies the inn we were at. I don't know. Not from here.
Power level 1 sense magic does not sense any magic on the pastries.
Oh, you're free to eat them.
Thanks. I planned to anyway. I'm gonna have.
I was just saying they're not magically poisoned.
Oh, that's good. I mean, they could just be
Regularly
regularly poisoned.
That's an absolute
So,
possibility.
we'll find out in the morning.
Well, some of us might find out in the morning.
I mean, I'll briefly find out in the morning, worst come to worst. Hopefully, they will just be tasty and a good way to start the day.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. But yeah, if you hear yelling or sound of fighting in the distance, might be her. If she comes back in the middle of the night, wake me up. Don't bargain with her. Don't sell me to her. Desi's looking straight at Caldy while she's saying this. Like, don't sell me to an old woman. I don't want to work at a sawmill.
Okay, because you didn't
Thank
sell
you.
me.
I appreciate that.
Oh,
Caldy's already thinking, it's like, what can I get for her?
Maybe I'll even give you like a slice of my pastry in the morning.
No,
Ooh.
no. You keep the pastry. You're a growing woman. I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, I'll need my energy for fighting off sticks and twigs tomorrow. Hopefully that's all I need to fight tomorrow. We'll find out.
So nighttime. Everybody's sleeping except Caldy, I take it.
As far as I know.
Yes.
I guess so.
I am anyway.
Don't sell me to old women. Thank you.
Good news. When morning comes, there are still the same number of party members.
Yay.
It's the small victories.
Hashtag blessed.
So everybody can hit their rest button. Caldy, nothing comes in the middle of the night. It is a quiet, peaceful night. You do hear the howling of wolves in the distance, and the sound of something very large moving in the tree line, but not coming near the road.
Oh,
Everybody can roll for breakfast.
I'm going to eat my pastries.
Okay.
Or at the very least, I'm not just going to bite straight into them. Since it's Halloween and all, I'm going to check for razor blades and needles. She'll break like the blueberry one open and to eat one half and then the other. Whew, that was a lot of dice.
Desi, I'm going to need you to give me an endurance roll.
Can I do my rest first?
Yes, because this is when you eat your breakfast.
Should I do my water or just the endurance?
No, didn't roll your water too. You're washing it down.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Jefferson Airplane's
I
about to
swear.
start in the background music.
No, she's going to be like Lisa when she drank the water from Itchy and Scratchy Land.
It's one of my favorite songs to do at karaoke.
Getting
White
their
Rabbit?
Wizard of Oz on.
Oof, that is not nearly enough successes.
Uh-oh. Do I just get a sugar rush?
No,
You're getting a rush of something.
Oh no.
no. So you guys are sitting around. You're having breakfast. Having your rations. Desi's got these really nice looking pastries, really tasty looking. They smell so good. They're not warm anymore because it is like several hours after she baked them. But then, Desi, when you get up, you can feel this sensation overtake you, and you slump back down to the ground, completely unconscious.
Oh dear. I take it my berserker doesn't kick in.
Ooh, it doesn't.
Oh.
Well, that's going to be weird for everybody else, because normally if Desi gets knocked out, like seconds later, she's back on her feet swinging blindly.
I ain't carrying her.
But
When she
Desi
loses
hits the ground.
consciousness, I'll dig for cover, just for the blow that comes after she loses consciousness.
Lizzie needs food badly.
Well, I didn't see any magic, so I think I'll make a healing roll to see if she was poisoned or something.
You can definitely make a healing roll.
Did she really eat the pastry? Damn it.
Desi, she's asleep.
Oh, okay.
Very, very, very soundly asleep.
This is Trevor talking, not Caldy. I wish I had one of those muffins on a regular basis.
Right? I would love to have one of those pastries every fucking night.
You're role playing your fantasy here, are you?
That's what
Oh
makes
no,
this a
I'm
fantasy game.
asleep.
This is a fantasy game because every night I get a full night's rest and wake up rested. Yeah.
But yes, she's definitely asleep. Still breathing soundly, snoring a little bit. But no matter what you try, like, kind of pinch her toes, pinch her cheeks, dump some water on her, she does not wake up.
Oh boy.
Oh, good eye. Is that something you can fix?
Do you think this could be poison? I mean, I'll take a look at her. I have a few talent that goes with poison, out of poison and poisoner.
Yep.
Try to see if it's a sleep poison.
It's an extremely strong, magically enhanced sleep poison in your estimation.
Oh, very strong, eh? So that's gonna be hard to try to dismiss.
Correct.
Give me a second. Check what I need. Yeah, she might have been drugs.
Wow, you're telling me the strange woman who showed up in the middle of the night and offered free food might have poisoned them? Wow, I'm shocked.
I mean, who would have known?
Who would have thought?
Damn it. All of her healing herbs
Hopefully
are.
there weren't any like razor blades in there or anything like that.
Around here, I always tease Anita that the opposite of I'm shocked is I'm grounded.
He's going to end up grounded.
In the meantime, Desi, while they're trying to figure out for the audience at home and for the rest of your fellow attendees here, what is Desi's absolutely perfect life in her dream?
What's her what?
Like her absolute, like her perfect, her bliss. Like if Desi is living her best day ever, what is it? Because that's what she's dreaming about.
I don't think Desi has a best day ever.
Like if Desi could have anything in the world.
Good Lord. That's a level of optimism Desi doesn't get.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably back at their village. Just having a normal day, but knowing for certain that Jakuz is gone. Nothing extravagant, nothing wild, just
not having that looming over her.
All right. So yes, Desi. Basically, while you're unconscious, you are experiencing your very best life. Absolutely everything went exactly the way you wanted it to every single day, every single time, and you lived the perfect life. That's what you're dreaming about.
Don't worry, Desi. The happiness is not real. It's drug induced.
Fight it, Desi. Everything sucks, Desi.
Her
Everything
armor is
sucks,
shiny.
Desi. Snap out of it.
None of it's broken.
It's all
Brienne
one
is
big
sharp.
Brienne is
Never
a back
broken a
talking.
chainmail of her life.
Her weapons are sharp and her armor's undented.
Whoa.
What more can
whoa.
a person ask for?
I'm gonna prepare a nature's cure. I don't have healing art because they wilted. I will try to snap Dizzy out of this drug-induced happiness.
Power level 3. I think power level 3 is enough.
It's pretty good, yeah.
It could technically break down a virulence 9 or potency 9. Poison or
Yep. So Okatai's healing magic kind of flows into Desi. And Desi, you find yourself waking up, but it feels like you were ripped out of that happy place. Like it's not like a gentle awaking. It's you were someplace happy, safe, secure, no constant threat, and then you're yanked out of that, ripped violently out of that.
Ah, she's gonna come to swinging the way she normally does when she's berserking.
I dodged too early. Ah!
But yeah, she'll come up swinging.
That's our Desi.
I'm gonna
Perhaps
take
a
the
bit
other
too much
fast tree
caffeine.
away from her.
She'll look really confused. What was that, Okutai?
I said I'm gonna take the other fast tree away from her.
Yeah. Oh, and Desi, you might want to take a look at your character sheet. I've made a slight alteration under your dark secret.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
What have you done?
Free XP.
No. Okay.
When Okutai reaches for the apple pastry, Desi will slap his hand. The fuck away from that! It's not yours.
Don't eat it. It's poison. Took me everything to bring you out from the first one.
It's tasty, and it just... Was I sleeping?
Yeah.
You were
Oh, sleeping.
you were beyond
Back
sleeping. You were like gone.
It wasn't... Yeah, don't touch that. It's mine.
Just don't eat it. Full of sleeping poison with magic in it.
I'll have it right before bed.
Not sure I'm gonna be able to wake you up in the morning.
I'll have half of it right before bed.
I'm sure that's how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Desi, the food apparently is poisoned. They should get rid of it.
Didn't feel poisoned.
Sometimes I wake up and I don't remember who you are after my magic goes awry. Magic does strange things.
Does it usually give you good dreams?
Never in my experience, no.
Well, then you can fuck off and not touch my pastry.
Should have done this
'Cause
before.
I was briefly having a good dream where I wasn't here. And I was just back in the village. And there was fucking sun shining. So, I will have my happy time dream pastry, thank you.
Oh, you
Happy
have a drug
time
addict
dream
now.
pastry.
Happy time dream pastry.
If
Happy
you wish
dream.
to feel better, I can make that.
Nope. I'm fine, thanks. And I will take that pastry back, and I will fold it up in a little napkin, and I will stick it back in my pack.
You don't have time for this.
That's right. That's why I'm not eating it right now. Saving it for tonight. I might be cold and sleeping on rocks tonight. I will sleep well and happy.
Better fucking wake up. Or else I'm gonna haunt your ghost.
How long was I asleep?
Not the fact that of how long you were asleep, it's the fact that you just dropped like a rock. And like nothing woke you up. Not the pinch, not the water, not nothing.
Kind of wondered why my hair was wet.
It's fine, Okatai.
It'll be fine. It's overnight. Call Davely on watch. It'll be fine.
Maybe I can find some more drugs for you.
I mean, she did walk that way. She makes pastries.
I was like the little gingerbread man myself.
Don't think I want pokey gingerbread men. Although that might be what was in her package.
Why have I met 2 people who make magic pastry so far? 3! I had a gold coin for each person I met that made magic pastry. I had 3 gold coins. That's way too much. What is this country and bakers? What kind of dark magic does bakers?
Who's the third? Oh, the woman with violins.
Must be a cursed cookbook somewhere. Teach people dark magic of chocolate cakes and.
I'm not aware of such a book.
Must exist. I've seen 2 necromancers so far and 3 dark pastry magicians.
I assume you guys are having this conversation while you walk.
Yes.
Yep. Probably started while we were packing up our gear. And, yeah.
Right.
Do I feel rested?
You do.
Huh. I don't know what the problem is.
And whoever's keeping watch can give me a scouting roll.
That would be me, I assume.
Yeah, you are Okatai. Oh, no.
Ow!
Oh, no. Just the whiffs of those muffins are killing.
We're gonna die fighting each other for a pastry.
Crummy way to
Oh,
Crummy way to go.
That was terrible.
well done, Trev.
Bravo.
I'm going to nominate you for excellent on that.
Wow.
That's so good.
So as you guys travel through the morning, after only a couple of hours, you get to the road. Definitely continues on, but you also see what looks like a beaten wagon trail that leads through the woods.
Do you think that's the one that goes to the encampment? Kind of looks like it would go to an encampment.
Do we know what that encampment is about?
The
The
Stani, I
same
believe.
people. Yeah, the same ones who rescued us the first time, right?
Remember the old lady told us that some of her kin were not as friendly? Well,
True.
might be devious.
Yes.
I don't. That's not a not go there, but let's be careful.
I'd be happy to avoid as much as possible. Would rather go around than through.
Really? That's a long way around. Like a long, long way around.
Are we in a rush?
I mean, I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be with wearing some dead girl's face. Are you not in a rush? Should we
I
not be?
believe this place is much safer than the place we came from.
Well, that's a depressing thought. Place we came from had more
Wow.
sunshine.
Well, the maps are overpriced and the pastries are poisoned, so depends. Depends.
The maps are overpriced. Pastries make sure you have a good night's sleep. And
It's
in
not
this
exclusive.
in this
Like, you can
place,
have a
I
good
can
night's
see
sleep.
why.
You can have a good night's sleep and be poisoned. I'll work
If
on.
you had to live here day after day after day with a lord ruling over you that everyone refers to as the blood-sucking devil, who actually is apparently a blood-sucking devil who actively comes to villages, would you not want a happy dream pastry? I would want a happy dream pastry, which is why I've still got it.
It's the sort of thing
I'll
someone
start.
would sell their firstborn for.
Shush.
Or
Do we
Yeah.
hear this voice from somewhere, or is that just a GM comment?
A little column A, little column B.
Yeah.
That's one.
I mean,
She asked for
did
Colby.
ask.
That's why I asked you for lunch with the kid.
Yeah. She did suggest that I give her my employer,
Who is roughly kid-sized.
who is roughly kid-sized. Yeah. It's just apple. It's just apple, and this morning it was just blueberry.
Check.
Tasty, tasty blueberry. Happy, happy dreams.
I
Let's go
am
through.
a little bit concerned if she comes back. You might trade me this time.
That
I
pastry.
might be slightly more inclined.
Yes, that's what I'm worried about. That's
The
exactly what
flour-
I'm saying
slightly.
here.
That the
Only
flour in that
slightly.
pastry
I'm sure I
better
could
not
find
be grinded up bones.
It didn't taste like bone meal. I mean, I've
This
had.
is giving me. This place is making me paranoid.
So are you guys taking the wagon trail or sticking to the road?
I think we should try the trail. It's gonna cut, like, what, 2 days at least.
Douches.
Sure.
I'm voting road.
I also say road.
Okutai, what smells good to you? I can't see far enough into the future to know. I mean, I
Yeah.
can occasionally get a glimpse of what's going to happen in a fight, but it's not useful for this.
I'm gonna take a whiff. I'm gonna use True Pat. Cast a spell.
Just-
That I have two choices, and the GM must tell me which decision she believes is the wisest. I have two paths.
Nice.
I'm gonna.
Very nice.
That's excellent.
See what it's used for.
Would have been handy before I ate my pastry.
Yep.
You knew that answer before you ate the paste.
Oh yeah, I absolutely did. It was gonna be bad, no doubt. It
I
was like
wouldn't eat.
half and half.
If it was me, I would have eaten it on the spot while the witch was still there.
Yeah, I didn't because I wanted it right before bed. But
Oof. Power level 3. Just want to check and
I've been
see.
lucky.
Which decision or choice I believe is the wisest.
Mm-hmm.
Power level has no additional effect. Sticking to the road is wiser.
Okatai gets down on his feet, eye glow, throws a bunch of bones in the air. As he dropped, he looks at the point towards the road. Yeah, I think we should take the road.
okay.
So travel through the morning. You do stop briefly at the crossroads, and everybody kind of like, no, they were very clear. Stay on the road. I don't think that's a road.
Yeah. Down as the road, the bone tells me that it's dangerous.
I mean, it looks like more of a road than the woods do. But I will take your magic's word for it.
And you travel on through the afternoon. You do pass by the encampment, and it looks it's not a large encampment, but as you pass by, since Cully is keeping an eye open, actually for the afternoon shift there, Cully, you can give me another scouting roll, or whoever else is on watch.
Do you want me to take that one?
Yeah,
You seem
I
tired.
did 3
Let's me.
wits damage. Yes, please take it.
You look tired. Let me take that one.
Okatai, so that encampment has. At first, you think they're dogs, but then you notice that they are, in fact, very large wolves of a dire nature.
Ah. I fear that if we went to that encampment, they would not take silver from us.
They probably would not.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like that kind of people.
But as evening starts to roll around, are you guys going to camp this close to the encampment, or are you going to push on through the evening?
I don't think we should be pushing anything. I also think that at night, if there's direwolves around, I'm sleeping in the middle of the group.
If we push, we would be very far from the encampment.
It'll mess up our sleep schedule, though.
Yeah, it will. We can try to preserve our sleep schedule. Thing is, I cannot hide the encampment because we're sleeping. And do our best to fortify it. Hope we don't get attention. Keep the fire low and
Probably the best we can do, right?
start working on it.
All right. So Caldy can give me an endurance roll with the sleeping fur. Okay, I can give me a make camp roll, and everybody else can decide what they're doing in the evening.
I'm apparently on watch. now that I'm all rested.
I will help with watch. I don't think I'm going to eat any forests here.
I got full willpower if you need any. When you need some.
If I have some free time eventually, I think I'm gonna make some sleep poison. Just in case.
Just in case. What would Ryzen like to do in the evening?
Ryzen would like to rest and ponder how to become even more fearless, and so he can spend 9 XP and buy Fearless 3.
Ryzen's just spending all this time stealing himself. He's like, okay, this is bad, but I got this. I got this.
Yep. I got this.
He needs like a little mirror so he can do like daily affirmations.
Like a what?
If you're old enough to have watched Saturday Night Live with Stuart Smiley and his daily
Oh,
affirmations.
yes. I'm good enough.
He's old
I'm
enough.
strong enough. Gosh darn it, people like me.
Yeah.
In that case, people tolerate me.
That sounds like Ryzen. Gosh darn it, people tolerate me.
People tolerate me. That's right.
All right. Desi, with help from Trustius, can give me a scouting roll. Or Trustius with help from Desi, whichever.
Oh, I'm 5 dice.
You are what?
5 dice.
Oh. It would be what, scouting? I'm also 5 dice.
Yeah, go for it.
I was gonna suggest you, because your dice luck is better than mine, but okay. Is there a modifier? Is it a +1 modifier because he's helping?
It is.
Is he helping?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was watching the road or watching Desi. Oh, I will push it. There we go.
Evening passes without incident.
Yay.
I should figure out what I want to spend on in the morning.
And then I assume Cully is keeping watch at night.
Yeah, I gotta sleep, right?
Yeah, you and Ryzen can both rest.
Okay, so I will keep watch.
We will sleep unless Desi's eating her pastry.
I am eating half of my apple pastry.
Oh boy.
I'm going to do a thing which she posted it.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm gonna point and laugh as this goes off.
Yeah. Desi,
I'm gonna grumble.
just like she told everybody she was going to. Night comes along, she gets her spot all comfy and pulls out her apple pastry.
What does Trustius do when she does?
Oh, it doesn't do what I thought it did.
Oh,
I thought I could rot it with the foul, but all I could do is make it more venomous, poisonous.
That would be bad.
Maybe his poison will counter whatever's already in there.
I thought I would just rot at her hand and right, like it would be a thing, but
Oh, that'd be so mean.
no, I'm going to.
yeah, I would say because it makes it unfit for consumption.
I mean, that's the idea, right? Like, I want to see if she's got to eat it if it's rotten.
Yep.
Because that will tell us that it's like really fun. And I don't have to touch it, and because she's not a spellcaster, she won't know I did it.
I was gonna say, could he do it really subtly?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Okatai and
That's healthy for you.
yes. Okatai and Caldy will know something happened, but you won't.
No, Desi's got no clue when it comes to magic.
I will safe cast this, and not try to make it super venomous, poisonous, whichever word that is. Oh, perfect.
So yeah, so Desi, as you like get your pastry out, apparently it was not stored properly.
Oh no.
So yeah, you're like, oh no, that's gone off.
Has it gone off or is it just crumbled?
It's gone off.
Oh,
Conveniently though,
sucks.
you know she told you that she lives at the mill, which is right off the road that you guys are traveling on. So maybe you could buy some more from her.
Hopefully she doesn't pull a Homer Simpson and start eating a 6-day-old submarine or
No,
still good.
I mean,
It's still good.
she does look at it awfully forlorn.
It's
Damn
a little
it.
slimy. It's still good. It's still good.
I mean, it was the end of the day. Now it's the end of the next day. The weather here is shit. And she'll kind of look at the map and like trace her finger along the road. Yeah, okay, that's probably that looks like a lumber mill, right? Holy shit, that's a ways off. Alright. And I'll toss the rest of my pastry into the fire.
Is there a black skull made of smoke?
Yeah, any purple flames?
there is actually some light purple smoke.
Oh, that's weird.
Poison
Ah.
flashing.
You know, if she wanted to get out of the happy time dream pastry business, she could sell purple smoke to people who are having parties. Of course, this doesn't seem like much of a place for celebrations.
I'll start working on sleeping poison that makes bad.
But
Oh, we
everybody,
can probably make a fortune out of that.
everybody can get some
more when we
sleep.
get to that. When we get to the sawmill.
Desi, you can give me an insight roll.
Ooh, insight. In my sleep?
Mm-hmm.
That's never good.
She's good at that.
We need to teach you more insight. It happens all the time.
So everybody except for Desi. Actually, no. So you get your rest. You just don't get sleep. You are now sleepy. Because the last time you went to sleep, you had pleasant dreams. Everything was nice. Everything was awesome. You do not get a full night's rest.
Damn. I knew what I was going to spend XP on.
You are rested, so you can spend XP. You're just sleepy.
Oh, okay. I'm going to spend 9 on my next level of Berserker then. Although, maybe.
What level? What level would that be?
Actually, I was going to go to 3, but instead I think I'm going to go to Lucky 2. Just in case. This
Very
seems
good
like
choice.
a place where critical injuries could be a bit more problematic.
My opinion is that Lucky is the greatest tank skill.
It really is.
Yeah, I'll take Lucky 2. I'll wait on the Berserker.
That's a good one.
But night passes uneventfully, except for Desi, who has horrible dreams because they're normal dreams.
Gonna wake up cranky.
We'll be back to normal.
Fuck off.
Yep, she's back.
And everybody can roll for their food and water. And I assume you guys are continuing to travel along the road.
Yep. not gonna just after all this go straight in the.
I mean, you could save like an entire day by just going like one hex through the woods.
Just
Yep.
one.
The whole day, huh?
Uh-oh.
Right?
I'm following my bones.
It's just one hex. It's
Just
just
one hex. It's as
time.
wafer thin.
Right. And whoever's keeping watch can give me a scouting roll.
Okay, sleep.
Okatai's are best, I think, during the day, or if he's not lead the way.
I don't think I have to lead the way here.
Okay. Sorry, I already rolled, but next
No,
time
it's
all
fine.
yours.
You got it. Just know that at the end of the day, I can take over. I think I just have one dice difference with you. We're both great at this, but if you need in the day, I can take over. So you're functional at night.
And for the afternoon, somebody can give me a scouting roll.
You didn't fry your brain this time, but
D20s look so weird in this game.
They do.
well.
Oh,
Oh, fuck me. Shouldn't have taken Colby's place.
that's right. We had a system. We should stick to it.
The good news, though, is that your travel is uneventful. You follow along the road. You do come close to that encampment again, but then you're across the bridge and on your way. Because you're sticking to the road, things are relatively uneventful. Although you haven't seen signs of like travel or peddlers or anything along the road. Like the road is largely deserted. You seem to be the only travelers upon it.
Weird.
I mean, you're used to going long stretches of time without seeing people. It's just you guys are like, there's a road, there's bridges. You expect to see people, and there aren't any.
Yeah, I mean, normally when we go a ways without seeing anybody, it's because we're tromping straight through the woods, not following an actual road. It's weird. Then again, I mean, they've got those big ass wolves, and they've got whatever Lord of Doom and Gloom, and shitty weather.
Maybe the lifestyle, they don't have to leave necessarily unless it's urgent, so they stay huddled in their places.
I mean, when the town itself has claw marks on the building, I could see why people would be a little reluctant to leave.
Yeah.
And
And why aren't the roads overgrown? There must be traffic on them.
maybe it's magic.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I mean, you and Okatai would be better suited. Okatai would be better suited to answer that question. How long does a road need to be ignored before it starts going back to not being a road?
Good question. Can I make a survival?
Or how often does the Lord Doom Almighty need to have his troops go from one end of his land to the other to stomp down the road again?
Yep. Yeah, you can absolutely make a survival roll.
I'm curious.
Well,
Way better than
Nice.
scouting.
Yeah, so you like, okay, you don't want to get too far out into the woods, but just like a cursory glance around, And you realize the reason why the road isn't overgrown is because nothing is growing. Like, it's not dead. Like, the grass is, greenish. There are some flowers here and there. But nothing is growing. Everything seems like it's in stasis almost.
Yeah. Taking a look at it, everything here should be. The forest, everything should be more than it is. Everything is like stuck in time. Nothing is growing here. That's why there's nothing's growing. What is this place?
That's weird.
Yeah.
So if
I didn't like the place at first, but now I'm just weirded out.
but that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I realize that's yeah. If the old woman who sold me the pastry or gave me the pastries has a sawmill, or her sisters have a sawmill,
Yeah.
then they've got to be sawing wood. That's kind of what a sawmill does.
Is it a
Wouldn't
sawmill or is it a
wouldn't everything end up deforested if the trees
probably?
and such weren't growing?
I mean,
So why are we walking through a bunch of trees?
a mill might be also a flour mill. It might be just turning grain. Hence why I was afraid of bone meal.
I'm trying to remember if she said sawmill or just mill.
She just said mill.
Oh. Desi's still gonna wonder. Because Desi's not that bright.
The argument stands. If it's a grain mill, the plants would still need to grow.
Yeah, that's true.
I
mean, people
my
are.
theory is all based on the fact that on the map, it's identified as the old.
The old bone grinder?
I didn't ask for the name of the mill.
Yeah, but the mill I have on my map is maybe that. So,
There's a reason the maps are expensive. They have
That's
important
true.
information.
Yeah, and it's kind of important, isn't it?
and if 3 don't grow, that means also that wheat don't grow, so you cannot make flour.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute.
But people are living in wooden houses. They're burning things for fires and cooking stuff at night.
I mean, the place was created like that. Did they ever cut the wood to make the house, or were the house on?
There were vegetables in the stew, though.
Yes.
Vegetables.
I mean, not many. What?
Nothing.
Are you tripping balls there, Desi?
Maybe. Was that just the GM, or did Desi hear someone say vegetables?
The answer is yes. I'm guessing.
I'm worried.
The important thing for those of you whose characters are smart, when you came, Madame Ava and the Vistari told you that Strahd is the land. Strahd controls the land.
So yeah, so if he's like living land, basically, he might dictate what does and doesn't exist at any given time.
And he's also in stasis.
And he's just decided that there's always a road here?
Perhaps.
Or maybe he thought there was a reason to have a road at one point, and then, he stopped caring about it or thinking about it.
I mean, the road's still here.
Yeah.
So. This place is creepy. I'll be glad when we get home.
Speaking of evening time,
Sunshine is.
I assume Caldi is sleeping and Okutai is setting watch.
Same
Or
old,
setting
same
camp.
old.
Same old, same old.
Yeah.
All right.
Currently, my Macon camp is reduced to 7. Though. I still think it's the better. I have the better.
Right. Caldi can give me an endurance roll, and whoever's keeping watch can give me a scouting check with a +1 from everybody else helping.
I can keep watch.
I'll help.
Excellent.
So I get a +1?
Yep.
Okay.
By the way, Caldy, when you inside make camp, when you watch at night, you have +2 on your roll.
Cool.
I'm going to push. Okay.
So Ryzen and Trustius are on watch.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. And because you succeeded, as you guys are like on watch, kind of like staying close to the fire. I imagine it's probably a fairly small fire because you're not that far from that possible werewolf encampment.
Hmm.
So you're just sitting there, huddled around the fire, keeping warm, kind of keeping your eyes open, and you both hear movement in the trees off the road. Sounds like something moving through the tree line. So not something large. Something kind of, I don't know, perhaps shuffling through the tree line.
Towards us?
Kind of like adjacent to you, kind of like parallel to the road, but not coming out of the tree line.
Oh, let's let that sleeping dog lie. Move where it is.
I
I'm
do.
gonna move to see if I can get a better angle to see what it is. I mean, stand on the road, obviously.
Yeah. So you're getting to a position where you can see it. And yeah, it looks like at first 1, then 2, maybe 4, 5. Looked like people kind of moving through the tree line, and like as you get closer, you can see like as the sun is dipping down in the evening, or it's getting darker in the evening because the sun doesn't actually rise. But as it's getting darker, you start to see like they're lighting up torches. But it looks like a small group of humans kind of moving through the woods
This is in the evening?
in the evening.
Okay.
They do not seem to have noticed your smallish fire.
I can't think of any reason why we need to introduce ourselves.
I agree. If anything, that just possibly makes us a target.
And who knows how friendly the people are here.
Yep.
But they gave me free pastries.
The difference between
Jesse will kind of creep up between the two of them. What are you watching? Oh, the hell? What? The people are nice. Free pastries.
Well, one of them was nice, and the pastry poisoned you.
The first people we met here were nice. They took us into their camp and warned us to stay on the road. Why aren't they on the road? Are they on
Good
the
question.
they are in fact not on the road.
I didn't think the road turned that way yet.
They're not on the road, then we have to assume they're dangerous.
Or desperate
that's
or
fair.
ignorant.
Also fair.
I mean, we could just watch them, and if they get attacked, we can try to help them. And if they attack somebody else, we'll try to stop them. And if they just wander through, we'll let them wander through.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay.
And as you guys are watching them, you hear a very distinct, like it sounds like that very distinctive sound, like when a flock of bats takes off all at once. That like flap 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 sound of like hundreds of bats all at once. And you watch as this cloud of bats kind of descends on the area where they are. Then there's some screaming and more fluttering.
Guys.
Stay in the road. Stay in the road.
Our
We're gonna
Fuck
stay
that.
on the road.
Where are they in relation to us right now?
Oh, they are very not on the road.
Can I get
Very-
any closer to them while staying on the road?
No, basically,
Or are they like over here or over here?
they're in the same hex, but they're in the parts that's actually trees. So they're probably a good quarter mile off the road.
God damn. Desi's gonna come up as close as she can, staying on the road. And then start yelling.
Yelling anything in particular?
Run this way.
So Desio's out, and you do, for Ryzen and Trustees, you do see like there is a group that seems to make a bolt from it, and the bats just kind of like whirl as like one unit, and it's a huge swarm. It's probably, remember that swarm of insects that was like 200 feet across? It's like that,
Yep.
Yeah.
only bats.
You-
But as these people are running towards you, those bats coalesce very briefly into human forms and basically just like pick up a human, sink fangs into the neck, like the whole thing as they're on the run, like feeding on the run, as it were.
Desi's gonna be yelling back to Trustius about his bow. As this is happening, it's pretty obvious to everybody that she wants to leave the road really bad. But she's also not keen to get terribly bitten on.
Yep.
Trustius does not raise his bow.
How long does this go on for?
Well, unless you get off the road, the humans are long dead before they get to you. Like it's less a bat swarm and more a vampire swarm that just happens to
Yeah.
be in bats.
Yeah.
Oh, and just as we get ready to close out the session, one of the humans is running towards you. The vampire that grabs him, it looks directly at Desi, and then like tears its head off with its bare hands as it's looking at Desi.
Oh, that fucker.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
So yeah, one of the humans is almost at the road, almost to Desi, almost to safety, and the vampire kind of swoops down, grabs the human, looks like Desi dead in the eyes, and rips the human's head off with its bare hands.
I chucked my throwing spear at it.
Well, that's where we'll pick things up next week.
God damn it, Dizzy.
Because fucking asshole looked right at me. I can't.
I look at you all the time. You almost never throw a spear at me.
This is what you get
Almost.
for trying to teach Desi to be a good person.
I mean, I'm supporting your action because you didn't throw this time to a strange rock that turned out to be an egg. So
Who's been trying to teach her to be a good person?
I mean, theoretically, you guys. Theoretically.
trying to help.
I mean, Briath and Andra might be a little more responsible for it, but generally speaking.
I'm trying to help. I'm just not have the greatest moral compass, but right.
Alright.
We're doing our best.
So for XP, participate in the game session? Yes. Travel through at least one hex? Yes. New adventure site? No, you went around the adventure site.
Aw.
Yes, we did.
Defeat one or more monsters? Yes, you managed to defeat the vampire in the church.
Oh.
Find a treasure with 1 gold or more? No. Build a function? No. Activate pride? No.
The pastries weren't worth a gold?
Oh God, no.
I don't know. I would disagree. They were really good. People would pay good money to sleep that easily and that well. Happy time, happy dream pastries are
Happy dream.
just need some marketing.
Activate pride? No. Suffer from your dark secret? Not yet. That'll probably be next session.
Not yet. Probably next session. Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody risked their life.
Quite the opposite.
Any
I mean,
extraordinary
Desi
action?
risked her life, but in favor of pastry.
Yeah.
Tony wanted to give Caldy one for a terrible pun.
I did like that pun.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I think that's worth an XP.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely bad.
I wouldn't give it to me.
But we would.
The lowest form of humor.
Good thing you don't decide about this.
Trevor, you're on my face. You're on my Facebook. You see the amount of dad jokes I post.
That's true.
I almost spit out my water, so that's worth it.
Nice.
So aside from the terrible pun, any other extraordinary actions?
No, I don't think so. It's been pretty chill.
Yep. That looks like 3 XP and 4 for Colby.
I mean, Desi,
Thank you.
Desi
I need it.
did ask me to read the bone for her. That allowed us to avoid the encampment.
Yes. Sorry, it was 3?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Just need to update my...
Yeah, the extraordinary XP, it kind of gets rough to get to now, right? Like,
Yeah, well, let's see.
Yeah, tell me about it.
After you've done a whole bunch of cool things, you're like, what now?
yeah, it's like, oh, I just got a vampire. Well, we had a death knight before, and a sorcerer before. But that's not worth
at
XP.
some point, we're gonna do something right, and it's gonna be worth a point. So it's nice that the category exists.
That's right.
Not gonna be every day.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, we will see everybody next week for session 101.
Cool.
Happy 100th, everybody.
Happy-
Happy 100th. Happy
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for the game. That was great.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Have a good night,
guys.
everyone.
Take care, everybody.